Hello, everyone. Welcome in. It's Lauren the Mystic here, and we're going to do something a little bit new. I got a request to do just a brief energy check-in for the week, so we are going to do just that. Remember, these are general collective readings. We're going to begin today with Gemini and move our way around the zodiac wheel. If you would like a personal reading, I will drop that email link below in the description box. Welcome in, welcome back for those who are new to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. Spirit, tell us a little bit about the energies for the week ahead for our Gemini collective, please. Gemini's sun, moon, rising, and any significant Gemini placements. What do they need to know about this first week in June? All right, Geminis, I hope you are all doing well out there. Let's take a look. What's in store? I can't pick those up. For you, we've got 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Doing some healing, going inward, is the starting energy for the first part of this week of June. If this is your reading, let's get an oracle card for you, my sweet Geminis. This is from the Work Your Light deck. What does Gemini need to know this first week in June, please, Spirit? Gemini? All right. All right, Gemini, we've got the initiation. The initiation. You might feel as if you are right at that threshold right now, this week, this first beginning week in June. This is a rite of passage. So it's going to feel intense. You're going to feel at the precipice, and you are going to need to conserve your energy. No wonder the 4 of Swords came out for us. So healing and really managing your energy is what I'm hearing. Taking time, if you need to, before you finish crossing this threshold. Spirit, show us more. Give us another card here from our Moonology deck for our Gemini collective. What do they need to know this first week in June, please, Spirit? There it is. All right. Well, Gemini, prosperity lies ahead. Okay. New moon in Taurus energy. Oh, confirmation from my dog. Sorry, mailman must be here. Darling Geminis, I'm sorry about that barking, but should go away soon. So we had 7 of Swords underlying the energy as we walk through this initiation, this rite of passage that's requiring you to conserve your energy. And it's been very heartbreaking for you. Something incredibly painful, something that feels as if it has pierced your heart. And it's requiring you to be in this 4 of Swords time of healing. It's taking a lot of your inner strength here. We've got Leo energy showing up strong. But what I'm seeing though, Gemini, keep in mind that as you're healing, I'm seeing you come into the source of your power, or a greater sense of your own inner strength, of your own essence of self, as you are healing from the situation. Yeah, see, we've got 8 of Pentacles doing the work, but really going deep. You know, I'm seeing in this card this angelic figure who looks to be almost like they're in some type of Akashic library, like a record, and they're going through the records, Gemini. So you could be mulling through past memories, past mistakes, past actions or situations or patterns, and really doing some deep healing work for yourself in order for you to more embody that sense of your own sense of sovereignty. It's as if you're wanting to be free of whatever these chains are that have pierced through your heart, that have hurt you so deeply, and you're at that precipice, right? This is the rite of passage for you. And this is very much about moving on to calmer waters, moving on to more peaceful shores for yourself. What do you need now? You know, where are you going? So not only are you working through that deep healing process, but you're really starting to see where you want to move on into a more peaceful energy, a more peaceful space mentally. And it feels like you're freeing yourself as you go through this healing process. This first week of June appears to be initiating for you, but there's prosperity that is in this situation, is what Spirit is telling us. And it's tangible prosperity. It's fixed earth energy, fixed earth Taurus energy coming through strongly. So what I'm hearing clearly for you is, if you are in this space, if you choose to use it as an opportunity to really dig deeply and do the work for yourself at that deeper level, that it's going to take you to a much more peaceful space, a space where options are going to open up, that are going to start to open up for you that you haven't seen before, and they're going to light up your heart. You will no longer have any sense of illusion or not feel clear about your path forward. As you do this healing work, you're going to see what is truly the right and best option for you, what speaks to your heart, and what is of significant value to place your time, energy, and effort into. All right, Gemini, I hope you found this helpful. If you'd like to go further, you can find the more information in the description box below. Thanks and take care. Hello, Cancer. Welcome into your reading. Let's get your Moonology card for this first week of June for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. Any significant Cancerian placements, welcome in, my beautiful Cancerians. What does Cancer need to know, please, Spirit? Here we go. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating Moon, Cancer. Take time to breathe out. So moving into this week, really needing to take a pause, maybe to release some, I'm hearing mental and emotional burden, but let's see what else Spirit has to say. We're going to get another oracle card for you, Cancer, from the Work Your Light deck. Spirit, what do you have for our Cancerian collective? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay, you saw me shuffling that deck well, right? You got the same card that Gemini got, Cancer. So I'm really feeling like that Gemini new moon really was an initiation point, and you right now are going through an initiation. This is a rite of passage. It feels Grandma's ring was a little crooked. Did you see that? She got crooked in the shuffling. But it feels like it's a rite of passage, that you're on a threshold and you're either in the process of crossing this threshold or you feel it coming. You feel this shift and it feels like an initiation. All right, let's tune into the tarot. Let's get some messages for this first week for our Cancerian friends. So this is a general collective reading. Of course, roles can be reversed if you see some major energies coming out. Just take the energies as you see fit. However, if you would like a personal, oh my goodness, the cards are flying out of my hands. What is going on? Let's try that again. Cancer. Very slippery cards today for you, Cancer. There's got to be something to that. There's got to be something to that. Do you feel like something is slipping out of your hands? Slipping away? Something's hard for you to hold on to or make sense out of or grasp? Interesting. Let's see what comes out. I don't know if there's anything to that. Okay, one more shuffle. There we go. Again, having a hard time with the cards. What's the deal? All right, Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So something very difficult. Difficult decision. Two pathways. We've got definitely you being seen, a victorious, an accomplishment, some kind of recognition, or I'm really feeling this as an achievement or a sense of accomplishment is really going to come through for you this first week. And it might have been something that you haven't been clear on, that's been in the shadows, something that has made you feel a sense of grief or lack or difficulty. Yeah, a lot of stress involved with this situation. So perhaps it's something that you want victory over. And this is the initiation, and you can maybe see where you're going. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, Cancer, heavy energy, darling. Heavy energy. Okay. So what I'm picking up on for you is that there is some type of, it's almost like you're manifesting, getting unstuck. And part of the initiation is that you may not realize that you can clear a lot of this energy yourself, that you may be holding yourself in potentially a bit of a self-imposed prison, because this character here is basically got a blindfold on inside the cage and doesn't recognize that they can simply step out or walk out. So they allow themselves to remain stuck. And what it looks to me like is that you're manifesting here a victory to gain clarity over which direction to go. And it's creating a lot of stress and potentially anxiety, worry, finding yourself, being stuck on negative thought loops potentially. And so I feel like this is Spirit saying it's time to let that go. Take time to breathe out. You see this figure here who's working to decide what to do, which is the underlying energy. They're actually sitting in a very zenful space in order to try to make sense of what's going on in their life. It's like they're sitting on a cloud meditating above the top of the world that's on fire below them. So there might be something that feels as if your world is exploding or some kind of fiery eruption is going on, and you're trying to find your strength in order to achieve this victory. But it's something that at the moment, as you're moving through this week, you may not be feeling that. You might be stuck in a sense of lack about what is the solution, what is the right course, what are my resources, where do I go, something to that effect. And what Spirit's really trying to say here is to go into a place of peace, take time to breathe out. You're in a process of an initiation that is a threshold for you, because it sounds like you are the magician here, Cancer, who is truly in charge of controlling what you are manifesting based on your mind. And so Spirit is showing you to release any kind of mental entrapment that could potentially even be self-imposed. You know, I'm only here to read the cards. Don't blame the messenger here. But if you were to take an objective look at what might be stressing you the hell out, darling, and putting you into a place where you feel like you're not sure what is the best course of action, there's something here about freeing yourself from these self-imposed restrictions. Maybe there's something about the way you're looking at the situation that it's like you're bringing too much of the past, or putting, perhaps some kind of tight lens on viewing the situation. And perhaps this is Spirit saying, step outside of the box. When you get outside of the box, yeah, this is a known prison. And you are stepping out of your comfort zone by doing that, because you, at least when you're inside this cage, it is a known prison. But it's time for you to move that, right? That's the initiation. Okay, so I hope that that helped for you, Cancers. Take care. Hello, my lovely Leos. Leo's sun, moon, and rising. Let's tune into the first week of June for you. We're going to first pull a Moonology card for you, my beautiful and vivacious Leos. How are you doing, babes? Hopefully your energy finds you well, and we will... I'm going to be curious. We're going to shuffle the heck out of this deck. The most interesting thing has happened for Gemini and Cancer, so hopefully we can move past that with your sign, baby. Spirit, show us what we need to see for our lovely Leos, please. What do they need to know this first week of June? Show us clearly for Leo. Show us clearly. For Leo. There we go. Good night. That took a minute. The answers you need are coming full moon in Gemini. Okay, Leo, so what's on your mind? Because this wanted to fall out. And I'm not doing this for other signs, but I'm going to take it for you. It says nothing will come of the situation, void of course moon. So is there something on your mind that you are maybe overly stressing about or have been worried about? Let's see. We're going to get you a card from the Work Your Light Oracle deck for this first week in June for Leo, please. First week in June for Leo. I'm really shuffling the heck out of this deck on purpose. I want you to see it. I want you to know. All right, here we go. Spirit, show us for Leo. All right, good. It's a different card. Yay, Leo. Age of Light. Look at that. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So I really feel strongly you are being called forward. And maybe there's some kind of fear or something that potentially is holding you back, that Spirit's saying, hey, nothing's going to come from holding on to this past, whatever it might be. You fill in the blank, Leo. You fill in the blank. Let's get the energy for our lovely Leos, please, Spirit, for this first week of June. Show us clearly. Show us clearly. Working on your abundance looks like working on yourself. Pouring into yourself is coming up. Ah, yes. And kind of calling in that perfect relationship, that perfect partnership. Maybe it's a friendship, something you're calling in, but you're pouring in yourself into yourself in order to do that. So I love to see it. I love to see that, Leo. Good for you, baby. Good for you. All right, let's cut this deck. Bottom of the deck. Yep. You got the Lovers. So let's see what we're starting off with. All right, we've got King of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, King of Wands. Do we have choices, Leo? Wheel of Fortune, the World. Holy cow. Okay. Okay. Leo. I really want to clarify this one more. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like what you're really doing is calling in relationships. You know, this may or may not be your sign, by the way. And I keep forgetting to mention to everyone, listen to your sun, moon, and rising. If you don't feel like this is your story, you may find your story, or it might add to the story if you listen to all your placements, okay? But for this reading, for this collective of Leos I've tapped into, there's something here about two relationships. Two relationships here. Two people. And one showing up as a King of Pentacles, one showing up as a King of Wands. So we've got earth energy, we've got fiery energy showing up. So this could be, you know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Not necessarily, but just someone who shows up very stable, very steady, very willing to provide for and wanting to pour into, wanting to provide for those that he loves, he or she, you know, regardless of gender. So masculine or feminine. And this is about the 10 of Cups. So we've got the 10 of Cups on deck, which is your idea of the happily ever after, what you want to grow, build, and create with someone that is your legacy, that is something that fills all 10 of your cups, okay? And so you're searching for this deep love connection here. That's what's underlying the energy. And Spirit's saying the answers that you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini won't happen until Sagittarius season, right? Yeah. So between now and Sagittarius season could be significant for you. The King of Wands is someone who is highly charismatic. This is pre-emperor energy, someone who goes for what they want. This is like fiery energy. So Leo, Sag, Aries energy, magnanimous, magnetic type of vibe. Someone who's able to really lean into their higher aspect of self and to truly manifest and create what they want. They go for what they want and what they know is truly aligned for them. So it could be you wanting to build and create this with someone, but I'm viewing this as you've got two choices, because the Lovers also represents the choice, right? In the traditional Rider-Waite. So we might have a choice here for you this first week of June between two partners, Leo, and it might take you tuning into your higher aspect, going it within, feeling into what is in divine accordance for me, feeling like you're looking for that aligned connection, something that has transcended lifetimes, right? So there might be something here about a soul connection, because we've also got the Wheel of Fortune, which to me means this is the end of one cycle potentially and the beginning of a new cycle. And then we've got the World. So a lot of major arcana. That's why I pulled this clarifier. Again, you've got an extra card again. So sorry, other signs, if you're cross watching. But this is really underlying this energy of you wanting to truly find your people, your tribe, to celebrate with those you love, to really feel that joyful coming together, that balancing energy. Four of Wands also can be, that soul connection, that soulmate type of energy here, right? Divine energy here that could feel destined. Wheel of Fortune is fortunate energy, but it can indicate the ending of a cycle. And so you might feel like there's a choice that you need to choose, and it's going to change your course. But it looks like it's for the better here, because it's opening you up into new possibilities that are, it almost feels very soulful, like it's guiding you into a soul path or a soul, some kind of meaningful relationship here. And so there's something, though, that might be scaring you, that feels like it's gone off course potentially. And if there's something there, maybe that's where this card applies. Nothing will come of that situation. So take that for how it resonates for you, Leo. I hope you found this helpful, and we'll see you again. Let me know if you like these short little videos. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey Virgo, welcome into your reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any significant Virgo placements. All right, darlings, I've just pre-shuffled and we're going to jump right on into it. We got a request for these short energy check-ins for the week. So let me know below, please, if you like these, if you'd like to see them continue. We've got You Are Good Enough. Full moon in Virgo energy, your energy coming in strong. First week in June, Virgo. You are good enough. And second card out from the Work Your Light Oracle deck, Trust the Niggle. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you, Virgo? So something's been on your mind, something has been continuing to get your attention over and over, drawing at your heart, weighing on your heart potentially. We'll see here. Tuning into this energy here for Virgo, please, Spirit. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to know? And Virgo, don't forget to check out your other placements. This may or may not be your story. It is a general collective read. And if you would like a personal reading, I will drop my email address below in the description. Tuning into this first week in June for Virgo, please, Spirit. Show us clearly, what does Virgo need to know or see about trusting the niggle and feeling good enough, focusing on your self-worth, just feeling a lot of self-care energy coming through loud and clear intuitively, Virgo. So feel into that. All right, let's see here. What do we have? Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So putting in the work. Looks like you are looking to make a decision, but thinking about the past. Yeah, a lot of decisions, which way to go, what to do. There's conflict about what choice to make, right? where to invest your time, energy, and effort. I'm really feeling drawn to the Six of Cups and this Two of Pentacles card. Let's keep going. Let's see what we've got. Strength, Leo energy coming out. Five of Wands. So something, I'm feeling this Five of Wands almost as your inner conflict, or yeah. Okay, so I am going to tell you my intuitive reading. I am an intuitive reader, and I do begin to channel messages as I start. I try to read the cards, very succinctly as well, but I can't help it with you, Leo. Something's coming through here about an inner conflict with yourself. And it's been a slow process for you to try to almost like get clear of what is this inner conflict. And I really think it centers around something that you don't necessarily feel good enough, or maybe you felt like you weren't enough, or there wasn't something that you had, right? Something about yourself potentially that you feel you needed to change or to release, to purify or to learn or become, right? This is kind of like this Virgo energy that underlies that feeling of maybe not feeling good enough. And trusting the niggle, as I sit with this card, Virgo, it really feels shadowy, like you're really having to go deep within. And there's something almost that it's like there's wisdom you're having a tough time seeing with this Five of Wands and the trust the niggle. So I feel like the guidance is I'm drawn again to, it's like you're wanting to figure out the choice, right? You're feeling the stress and the conflict surrounding it. I'm really drawn to these two cards for you, Leo. The Six of Cups, the reminiscing on happier times, feeling something that's drawing you to the past. Okay, I feel like that's the niggle you're supposed to be listening to. And it's about something that you'd really like to invest in, that you'd like to join into tangibly in some type of relationship with. And look at this particular Two of Pentacles. We've got this infinity loop, these two dots in between that have, they're part of the butterfly. So it's almost like potentially something needed to transform in order to potentially come together. And you're wondering, is it possible? And you're feeling a lot of doubt about it. And it's really requiring this like test of your sense of self, right? It's requiring you to step into this stronger sense of self in order to make this what feels like a very big decision of which way to go, which direction to head, where do I invest my time. And you're wanting to move, we've got 2 5s, so a lot of change. The number 5 or 2 could be very significant to you. If you see any of those combinations this first week, but you are making slow and steady progress, whether you realize it or not, into figuring this out for yourself. And so I feel like your best advice here is to focus on what within you feels like you might be making a decision from any area of not feeling good enough. Is there something that you really want to go for that you're sort of holding yourself back because you're concerned about how it might turn out, right? Or is there a direction that you thought you wanted to head, but you're feeling like that might be the wrong decision to make? So this is really about getting within your own personal alignment and kind of silencing that sense of conflict or the not seeing eye to eye. There's a polarity that wants to balance within you. And I definitely am feeling this is very internal. However, this could be external stress as well, external conflict where you're not seeing eye to eye with someone. But this is really not coming through intuitively as that for me. So take this for how it lands for you, Leo. I hope. Did I say Leo? This is Virgo. What on earth? Leo might be something very significant, and maybe I'm saying Leo because of the Strength card here. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that, Virgo. I apologize. I hope this was helpful for you, darling. I hope this is going to give you some guidance. If you would like a personal reading, again, I'll drop that email in the description box. And let me know if you like these short videos. We'll see you again. Take care. Bye. Hey Libra, welcome in. Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any significant Libra placements. Hi darlings, how are you? Let's take a look at this first week in June for you. I got a request to try doing shorter energy check-ins on a weekly basis, so we're going to give it a try. If you like this, would you let me know below or give it a thumbs up? Really appreciate knowing if this is something that resonates, if folks would like to continue to see that. Helps me know. All right, Spirit, show us Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any significant Libra placements. What do they need to know? All right, Libra, it's time to release negativity. Oops, full moon in Scorpio energy. So what feels toxic or heavy or like it's been weighing you down, that a significant release is needed? I feel like you'll know what this energy might be, Libra. As we are shuffling and tuning in, I'm going to pull one more oracle card here from the Work Your Light deck for you. But if you would like a personal reading, I will drop my email in the description box for you to set one up. Spirit, show us for Libra. What do they need to know this first week of June, please? For Libra, this first week of June. What does Libra need to know? Show us clearly. Oh my goodness. Big energy is coming through following that Gemini full moon or new moon, I believe, Libra. We've got break the chain. Breaking ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. So interesting energy. This imagery on this card, you might check out Gemini's and Cancer's reading, especially if you have any significant placements. They both got this card called the Threshold. And what the Threshold looks like is the opposite. It looks like it's taken from the vantage point of standing right inside this cave entranceway, and it's looking out. And oh no, it's called the Initiation. I apologize, the Initiation, and it's about being on a threshold. And so this is breaking the chain, and so it's almost like you've stepped through the threshold, which is the reason why I brought that up. I'm feeling like this is very much related to Jupiter. For some reason, moving into Cancer, I'm seeing Jupiter jumping out on this card's imagery to me. You are standing in your power. And it's almost as if this is some type of energetic legacy that your soul has agreed to. And this is becoming very deep. very quickly. So take what fits for you. I do begin to channel messages as I read tarot. I am clairaudient and I start to hear and receive. Oh, forgive me, Libra. We are cutting the deck. I can't do you different than I've done everybody else. So let's give that a couple more shuffles. For our Libras, please. Boy, I am wanting to go totally off script with you, Libra. What's up? For Libra, Spirit, show us clearly this first week in June. Thank you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we've got a passionate new beginning calling you forward. A new path, a new passion. Let's see more. Six of Pentacles. Six of Wands, double sixes. Four of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Page of Wands. The Magician. Wow. Yeah, I feel like you are being guided. Okay. So as you release this negativity, so at the beginning, let's pull one more card. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. As we started off with this time to release negativity, we've got the Four of Pentacles energy here, which is about basically sitting on top of your riches and not recognizing all of the resources available to you. Again, this reading is going deep for some reason, Libra, but it's sort of hitting me like not recognizing the energy within your own self that's at your own disposal here for you to break some type of chain, to heal some cycle that likely has presented itself as an ancestral pattern for you within your family, within your lineage, within your own life. Perhaps it's repeating itself in relationship patterns or showing up in your personal habits or routines or where you're going in life. You know, you will know how this lands for you. But there's a cycle ending. There's a new chapter beginning, and it's right on deck this first week of June. And I feel like you feel that. And what you're wanting is to create a sense of balance and victory over what hasn't gone right in the past, right? I'm just getting that message as well. So something that didn't go right for you in the past, now you're wanting to bring balance and harmony and nurture that seed that you know still has that potential to grow. You're wanting victory or receiving recognition potentially when you put this work in. And it is about releasing what has held you back from the past, releasing whatever was the disappointment, right? So I sort of feel here that you're being internally guided with this Ace of Wands. Now, this could be something that actually is coming up into your consciousness, could be a new exciting opportunity, endeavor, or passion that you have, a new creative project or spark, right? This represents this passionate fire that's drawing you forward this first week. And this is the underlying energy to the week as you walk into. There's something that's drawing you forward, but there's also something you need to release. And it is about breaking patterns here, Libra. So we've got you working with this very incredible magician energy. And I feel like what you're doing is discovering something about your ability to bring balance now, to bring victory. You're discovering something this week that's illuminating the path forward, I think. and illuminating the tangible steps that you need to put forth in order to create the reality, to make this manifestation of balance and victory a reality for yourself. And I feel like you're not stopping. Like there's something that's propelling you forward from within that you couldn't stop if you wanted to, right? It's something, again, that I feel like your soul has shown up on purpose to do. Wow, these readings are big. So far, I'm just trying to tune into the lightweight 7-day energy, and here we go. Deep. All right, Libra, I hope this helps you. You can do it, baby. We've got a fortunate conclusion and new chapter, so it's time to break the chain. You've got this, baby, whatever it is. If you'd like a personal, I'll link that below. If not, I will see you next time. Let me know if you like these readings. Bye-bye. Scorpio, hey baby. Welcome into your reading. This is going to be for the first week of June. So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, any significant Scorpionic placements. Welcome in, my beauties. Let's just get you a Moonology card for the week. And we are going to get you a Work Your Light card, Oracle card. All right, jumping into it, Scorpio. What does Scorpio? There it is. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries, very cardinal energy for you starting off this first week in June, Scorpio. So what do you know you are ready or you need to take action on? And it's something that I'm feeling like you want to, because this is very Marsy energy, wanting to charge forward, something that needs to change. Let's see for our Scorpios, please, Spirit, show us clearly. Scorpio, let me know. I'm trying out these mini readings on a suggestion, a request, to just do brief check-ins for the next 7 days. So if you like this reading, please let me know so I'll continue to do them. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's your card, darling. Even though these jumped, this is what turned over. Sisterhood of the Rose. I love this. So taking action on some type of self-love, devotional process. It's like this card is incredibly deep. It's about you becoming your own mystic, your own inner priestess or priest, about spending time in your inner temple, cultivating your inner beauty from an energetic standpoint, considering your beauty is something that is in relationship to your vibration, to your frequency. And when you are in this space of devotion to yourself, to working on your alignment, that is what emanates from you, is this gorgeous glow, like this gorgeous energy that is intoxicating, really. But what this is talking about is it's time to align into your path. It's time to align into your wise woman or man, priest or priestess, regardless of gender. There's something about this week where you are aligning more deeply into yourself. Let's see, Scorpio, please, Spirit, show us clearly. For our Scorpios, we've got King of Swords underlying the deck. So something is, sword of truth is piercing through. Gosh, in relationship to some type of a healing process, huh? Let's see, Scorpio. Ooh-wee. This week could be eventful. So towers don't have to be bad. They can also be good. Okay. But I feel like this one is going to come with some sense of sadness, some sense of loss, okay? All right. So again, this may not be your reading. This is a general collective reading. Check all of your placements. If this doesn't seem like it's your story, of course, never take it if it's not. Also know that, when you listen into the other aspects of your story, the sun, moon, or rising sign, sometimes what you can do is build a better story, like a greater composite is what I'm trying to say. Or you might identify with one of those signs as more accurate or true for you right now, since these are general and collective. But what I see here for the first week of June is someone who has gone within or is going within, really tuning and tapping into their higher self, their wisdom, doing a lot of healing work, inner work. It's interesting that I'm trying to do these light 7-day readings, and a lot of them are going very deep. A lot of soul growth going on right now. Big awakening time on the planet. So this is you aligning into your Queen of Pentacles energy, self-sufficient, vibrant, radiant, abundant, what you need to feel good in this world. How do you need your needs to be met? And you're healing something in relationship to standing in your power. And here we have the Tower coming along, that is going to shake things up for you in this first part of June. But I feel like if it's shaking things up, there's something, maybe it's you, because it says here it's time to take action. So you might be bringing the Tower, potentially. Only take that if it resonates. Or potentially you are discovering something that is going to require you to take action on that information, right? Because we've got the Sword of Truth underlying the deck, coming in, bringing you some type of clarity that you can't unsee. And this is something that's coming in and piercing your awareness. And its relationship to this Emperor energy and the Three of Cups. We've also got the Five of Cups out on the table. So to clarify. So what I'm feeling here is there is a Three of Cups energy. There's some kind of collaboration with the Emperor. So the Emperor could be an authority figure in your life. It could be a divine masculine who, maybe has more of the upper hand or more of a controlling dynamic energetically. They are more maybe perceived to be the person who is more head of household type energy, right? The Emperor just brings an energy that is like ruling the roost. But is also looking out for his kingdom. And then there is something, though, about his kingdom, this Three of Cups energy and the Tower. When I see these energies together, and I am an intuitive reader, so take this all with a grain of salt. This is general, it's collective. But I am feeling third party energy. So I'm almost feeling as if, for those I'm reading for with major Scorpio placements, this Sword of Truth that's coming towards you this first week of June is about the Emperor's involvement in a Three of Cups type of situation, a third party situation. There's a third cup he's pouring his love into, he or she, however that resonates for you. And with this awareness brings a sense of deep sadness. We've got Five of Cups energy. There's grief, there's loss, there's sadness, there's the need to go within to do the healing and to step into, Queen of Pentacles is also a card of singlehood, single feminine, divine feminine energy. So either you're stepping into your power as you heal, or you're going to be doing some healing work as you are stepping into your power as a result of some type of Tower moment that has to do with this King of Swords, Sword of Truth, clarity being brought to some type of situation. that's in relationship to this Emperor, this authority figure, and this Three of Cups energy, which is typically to do with family collaboration, getting along, working on the same team, right? But I'm, for some reason, really picking up that this is third party energy because of the combination of the Tower, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Cups, along with the Queen of Pentacles. So, yeah, and then even pulling an extra card, which, if you're watching for other signs, don't get mad. Sometimes I pull an extra for somebody if I'm so called. But we do have the Hangman here. So it's like pausing before you know the next step, the step that's aligned with you. And it's going to require that you go in to really get in touch with this devotional process of self-love, devoting to your higher aspect of what's in the greatest alignment for you going forward as you are on this deep healing process that very much is about your energetic alignment, your truth, your path. Okay. So, Scorpio, if this is your story, I'm sending you so much love. If you would like a personal reading, please reach out. I will put my email below in the description. Otherwise, I will see you soon, and take such good care. Let me know if this video does resonate by liking or commenting, and let me know if you'd like to see more of these. Take care and bye. Hey Sagittarius, welcome in. This is a reading for the first week of June for you. We're going to tune in to all Sag placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, any significant Sagittarian placements. I am trying out a new, these mini reads, really, mini energy check-ins on request. So if this reading does resonate with you, Sag, I would love if you would let me know in the comments so that I know if I should continue, if these are something that you all want to see. So just let me know. Welcome in and welcome back for those that are new to the channel. This is Lauren the Mystic. All right, we've got look at the bigger picture, Sag. Your energy. Full moon and Sag energy on deck, looking at the bigger picture. And when I was coming into your reading, I took a quick break. I'm about halfway through all of the readings. And so I took a quick break and I was just tuning into your energy. So I already was feeling into it. I was kind of like on a roll, and I really felt like the medicine for you almost this week is for you to follow, like to indulge yourself, to follow what feels good for you. Whether that's simple indulgences, like letting yourself say yes to some comforts, but do things this week that bring you comfort, that support your soul. There's something about the bigger picture. Let's tune in, Spirit, for our Sagittarian collective, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Sagittarius need to know? Oh my goodness, here we go. Don't dim to fit in. Don't dim your light. So this is about not doing anything to adjust how you are showing up energetically for others, in order to be more pleasing, in order to fit in order to find some type of acceptance. And so if there's something that doesn't feel aligned to you, and it's almost maybe feeling like a sense of rejection, I feel like Spirit here is telling you to look at the bigger picture. There's some bigger picture at play, and there's something very unique and special about your own light, your own vibration, that you need to really feel proud about, to stand firmly in your light. Don't diminish how you show up, okay, Sag? Let's see. For Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Sagittarius, if you would like a personal reading, I will put my email in the description box below. Feel free to reach out. I offer 1-question readings for $25 right now on sale, and 3-question readings for $55. So if you'd like that, just send me an email and we will set that up. They could either be pre-recorded. If you do want a live Zoom call, those are $85, and I will schedule based on your time needs. I'm on your time, darling. All right, Spirit, show us clearly for our Sag, please. Do they need to know this first week of June? 3 of Wands. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Swords. So clarity coming in about a vision, pathway forward. All right. Okay, Sagittarius. So let's see here. Oh, sorry, not everything is in the camera. Bear with me as I move it for you. There you go. All right. So something about the bigger picture is becoming really clear for you. There's a clarity that's coming in. And this week, this first week in June, if this is your reading, don't take this if it's not your energy, Sagittarius, and do check your other placements. Sometimes you find your story in another place, or it'll provide you greater context, right? So whatever intuitively feels correct for you, but I'm tuning into a scenario where there is a vision about the way forward, the way that you want to go. And it's very much to do with your own energetic alignment, what you feel is true and right for you. And there's some kind of change coming your way this week. The Tower can represent both. It really is just something unexpected that comes through that is going to create a significant amount of change. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. A lot of people think of the Tower, they think something jarring. And typically it is jarring because change always is difficult, right? But there is something beautifully healing and empowering coming through this Tower moment that's basically taking you to a place of really knowing the path forward, which direction you are passionately going to be headed. And it's in the direction of what constitutes as the sun for you, your sense of happiness, your sense of vitality, of what really lights you up. So this week we've got the 3 of Wands, the Tower, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Hermit energy on deck in relationship to looking at the bigger picture. So I feel like what's happening is you are going through this visioning process of trying to figure out who do you want to become and how can you stand in your most magnetic, abundant power, independent of what other people want to project upon you in terms of their judgments, their opinions, what they feel like you are capable of, etc., right? And it's sending you into this process of going within, into this hermit mode. But what you're really doing, I feel, Sagittarius, is you are working on your own energy. You're getting right with your own energetic vibration. You're clearing what no longer serves you as you are healing and aligning yourself into the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. And this is regardless of gender, but this is you putting yourself in a very abundant, loving, nurturing, independent, and empowered space energetically. You're looking for the people who align with you, and you've got a lot of love to give for those in your inner circle. But you're definitely about building yourself up into this space of nurturing what's right and true for you from a place of self-love, of growth, of abundance mindset. You're seeking your own sun, your own happiness, and what that means to you. But it's going to take going within, resting, allowing the healing process to take place from whatever this tower moment is, whatever's going on that's shifting your direction. But it is going to shift you into this very passionate direction, knowing the path forward, knowing your truth, following your passion with gusto, right? With gusto. And it's going to be magnetic. But Sagittarius, it does very much require you to clear away that desire still, I feel like, that you have, where you do seek that approval from others around you. And, you know, not only your vision, you want approval on your vision of how you think things should go, how you think things should be and come together. But also, I feel like this desire for approval is healing an older, kind of like a childhood wound, where maybe you felt like you needed the approval of others in order to express yourself truly and authentically, in order to live your happiest self. And perhaps before, that's prevented you from feeling happy, when you felt like you were being judged, or someone was basically not accepting you, or acknowledging you for your own very beautiful heart, all the abundance that you have to offer, that you have to bring to the table, all of your wisdom, right, in some area of your life. And I feel like this really relates to your concept of self-identity, Sagittarius. So these readings have been kind of deep, even though I'm just trying to tune into the lighter energies of what you might expect for this week. It seems like everybody so far, you included, are kind of on this deeper soul growth path right now, this healing path. There's been a lot of awakening energy in the air, and I feel like that has carried over from the Gemini new moon. So again, if you'd like a personal, I'll link that below. I hope you found this helpful for now. Stick with the healing, go within, know that you are perfect exactly as you are, Sagittarius, and your energy is beautiful. And continue to follow your happiness. Continue to follow what brings you, what lights you up, what brings that passionate spark alive in your belly. And I feel like you will find it as you are working with your energy, focusing on your own abundance. All right, darlings, take care, and let me know if you liked this reading below. It would sure help me. See you next time. Hey, Capricorn. Why don't you grab a beverage and we'll just kind of go over your energies for this first week of June, doing some general collective readings. So welcome into yours. Don't forget to listen into all of your placements, sun, moon, and rising, or any significant Capricorn placements for this reading. As always, it is a general collective reading. So if you would like a personal, I will drop a link to my email below. And let's get started. Let's pull your Moonology card for the week. Excuse that sip, Capricorn. It's just some delicious coffee, though. Feeling like as I drop into your energy, it's about tending to yourself. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. I'm Lauren the Mystic. I am an intuitive reader and I'm clairaudient. I will begin to channel messages as we go through, and I'm trying out something new. So if you like this mini reading, let me know by liking or commenting down below, and I'll continue to do these readings if this is something that resonates with you. All right, Capricorn, balancing spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces energy. full moon in Pisces energy on deck. So that typically can represent the 12th house. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we get here, Spirit, for our Capricorn collective. Capricorn sun, moon, rising, Venus. Any significant placements? What do they need to know this first week in June, please? For Capricorn? I'm hearing 2 more shuffles. And 2. All right. Spirit, show us Capricorn's energy. Thank you. Get grounded. All right, Capricorn. Getting grounded. This is about you needing to go spend some time in nature. You're basically being guided from spirit, that you are highly sensitive, that you have a very empathic type of energy, and that you might be picking up on the energy of others. And so it's important for you to get grounded in order to clear your field, to clear any energy that does not belong to you. And it's almost like Spirit's guiding you towards this self-care of doing some energetic hygiene. There must be some reason, let's tune into that, why you need to get really clear in your own energetic field. Maybe you are simply clearing baggage and things that you've been carrying that are not yours. But perhaps there's a reason why you really need to get clear on your own energy. There's a lot of deep energies coming up, even though I'm just trying to tune into these readings. As I started to say, I'm doing these based on request that I got just to do some mini check-ins. Oh, here we go. I did that for Libra too. I wonder, something with the cardinal energy that I'm wanting to just pull the cards, but I can't treat you any different than I did the other signs. So let me just shuffle a few more times and we'll cut the deck. All right. Let's see what we've got for you. My beautiful Capricorns, we have got, ooh, what are you manifesting? Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. You're being called forward in a state of manifestation. Oh, wow. Look at the major arcana just showing up. All right. So I can see now, I think, why Spirit's guiding you into getting grounded. There's some kind of passionate new beginning that's calling you forward, that's underlying the energy of this reading. The Ace of Wands, something's drawing you forward, something you know to be true, a truth that's wanting to take you down some type of a path, okay? So here we have the Magician. This is you really wanting to manifest. And then we have the Justice card. So bringing balance into a situation. Again, these are general readings, so you'll know what this means for you. But you're wanting to manifest bringing balance to something that's been incredibly stressful and slow moving for you. And so because of that, I feel like what this balancing spirituality and practicality is speaking of is this has been a journey that has required you to go into that space of the 12th house, which is kind of dark night of the soul energy sometimes, Capricorn. It requires that we confront our fears and that we get kind of pushed into our limits sometimes of what we feel is possible. And sometimes that comes with something jarring in our life. And when that happens, we are sort of sent into this almost like soul growth, spiritual awakening type lesson that brings with it a sense of hardship. And so with this first week of June, what I feel like is on deck for you is that you are coming out of that space. Yay, Capricorn, if this is your reading, yay. You're coming out of all that heavy energy. You're coming out of that feeling of being stuck in a prison. Okay, so we've also got the Eight of Wands underlying this energy as a clarifying card. In this particular Eight of Wands, she is blindfolded in this bird cage that she doesn't realize the door to the cage is open and she can just leave. So this is a self-imposed prison, and it's almost like staying in the known evil, the known sense of being trapped, right? What is known, and being nervous about venturing outside of that comfort zone because it is unknown. And so sometimes we stay stuck. Sometimes we don't venture forward because we're nervous about what might come if we do. Or sometimes we don't recognize that we are imposing our own mental limitations on the progress and the direction of where we want to go. And so, what's coming through for me for your reading, Capricorn, is that you are coming into this greater awareness that you are the magician. You are able to manifest. And it really does require that you are in control of balancing your mind, balancing those negative thoughts, balancing the stress, the anxiety, bringing that into an alignment of what's actually true. So it sort of sounds and feels to me like you're quieting some of those negative self-talk voices or those limiting beliefs that have held you back and led to a feeling of stuckness or entrapment. Okay. And what this is in relationship to, I feel like the more you go within and tune into your higher power, allow yourself to get grounded and clear your energy, to really work on clearing your energy. Notice all three of these figures. Oops. Hold on, Capricorn. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that didn't mess up the picture too much. Getting a low battery notification, so I'm going to have to plug in after your reading. But notice these three figures are all very spiritual, very meditative. This is you tuning in, okay? Loud and clear message here this first week of June. Tune into your higher self and then bring that truth into a state of embodiment. And with the 10 of Pentacles, that's exactly what I'm feeling. You're bringing that energetic vibration into physicality because we've got Pentacle energy. You're bringing it into a reality. That is you being this magician, okay? You're bringing it into form through your own connection to your higher aspect of self, through working with your energy. And this has been something that has tested your patience. It's required you to be patient, to move through what it felt like to release these limitations of feeling stuck, of feeling caged, of feeling trapped, of feeling stressed and anxious, right? But there's some release and it's driving you forward now. And it seems to me like this particular week, Capricorn, you're really getting that confidence and that gas of what you need to do in order to be this manifesting magician. And interestingly enough, the gas part of it is actually energetically caring and tending to your body, your energy, and working on that inner relationship that you have with spirit. So continue to go within. That will release any remnants, any feelings of continuing to feel stuck. But you are basically being guided to bring this sense of your higher vibratory self or your higher aspect into alignment, to release any kind of mental prison that you might have kept yourself feeling stuck in because it's created slow movement for your life. And now what you're doing is manifesting, bringing in balance, bringing in harmony, and living from that space. And I think that's beautiful for you. I hope this helps, Capricorn. If you'd like a personal reading, I'll drop that link in the description box. Let me know if you like these shorter videos, and I'll see you next time. Hey Aquarius, it's Lauren here. Let's tune into the first week of June for you. We're going to do a little mini energetic read. I'm doing this by request, so we're going to see if this is something that you like. Let me know by liking it or letting me know in the comments. Subscribing to the channel, of course, will help, but we're going to just tune in. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know this first week in June? Show us clearly for our Aquarian collective. It's this one. Don't let the past hold you back. South Node. So releasing old energies from the past. These could be toxic patterns, beliefs, situations, things no longer in alignment. There's something that's shifting, and it feels like it's a permanent shift, a permanent release, Aquarius. But let's tune in further. For those of you new, I am an intuitive reader, and I will start to receive channeled messages, clairaudient messages that come through that are sort of like wisdom messages that either come through as clairaudience or claircognizance, and I will just share those with you. Again, these are general and collective, so only take the energies if they resonate, and don't forget to listen into the other signs. You might find more of the picture or something. Deep replenishment here, Aquarius. Retreat, rest, and be held. So something about healing and releasing, the need to go deep, the need to get really quiet, really slow down in order to allow this release to occur. Maybe you've gone, given yourself a little treat. Maybe you've gone on vacation. Maybe you've taken a little time off this first week in June to just do a little R&R. Let's see. What do we have, Spirit, for Aquarius this first week in June? What do they need to know? This is always a time of year where schedules shift. Things start to relax a little bit into the summer schedule. So maybe that's what this is about. But it does feel deeper to me. And I'm going to be honest with you, Aquarius, and towards the end of the readings. And so far, even though I've intended these to just be kind of brief energy check-ins, they're going deeper than I anticipated they would. So that's been a bit of a surprise to me with this energy. Interesting. We do have some big changes unfolding, and I feel like there was a lot of shifting with that Gemini new moon. It was incredibly activating. So let's see what we've got. Underneath the deck, we've got the Queen of Swords. So you really showing up in your truth. Let's see what this is all about. I love that. Okay. One more clarifier here. Two of Swords. Yeah, okay. So there's some kind of decision or change of course potentially coming on deck. And you are really going into, so regardless of gender, male or female, right? The Queen of Swords is someone who's highly intuitive and goes into that space within where you're deeply resting, you're in that nurturing space, right, of deep replenishment. And it's from that space, you can see the moon here in that card representing intuition, that you're really receiving wisdom about what your truth is now after you've gone through whatever it was difficult. I'm hearing karmic. And I do feel like this might have been in relationship to love or some type of relationship here. Heart energy is highly present on the table. So this week we've got you, Aquarius, with the Hierophant, Queen of Cups, Eight of Wands, and Knight of Wands. So taking some passionate and swift, potentially, action, or maybe this represents a lot of communication. A lot of wands in the air, a lot of information going on in relationship to something that you feel divinely guided to take action about. And it's coming from a place of deep self-love and compassion and love for others, not only for yourself, but for others. The Queen of Cups energy is highly abundant, highly compassionate, highly loving and nurturing. And she's looking out, sort of surveying the emotional waters, right? She's ready to tend to whatever needs tending to. And it's in relationship to what fills her heart up, right? So tending to your emotional needs. And with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands, we've got fast moving, quick energy, lots of information coming forward, sparks of passion, passionate action steps being taken or coming your way. And so potentially that's why Spirit is guiding you, that when all this comes forward, don't let things in the past hold you back. Align into what you know is your higher truth here with the Hierophant. So this deep replenishment and going within is really tuning into your higher aspect of self, your own wisdom, your value systems. It's tuning into what your values are, what you hold true and close to your heart. And it's something that you're willing to take passionate action about, right? And it relates to something that was some type of deceptive, illusory energy, immature love energy in the past. So the Knight of Cups, I'm reading this right now in this particular situation with the Knight of Cups, Seven of Swords, underlying this week's energy, along with this Two of Swords, right? So we've got basically a situation in the past that looked, I'm hearing like all that glitters wasn't gold. So something presented itself to you in a way that didn't live up to the truth of what you thought it was, right? There was some lies involved, there was some maybe deception, maybe some betrayal, something very difficult that you were not fully aware of. It was done behind your back, it was done in the dark or without your knowing, and it was done by someone who was acting as the Knight of Cups, from a Knight of Cups energy, which is definitely passionate, and they meant well, but they weren't fully matured in their emotional ability. So however this pertains to you, this wasn't a fully mature opportunity. And I feel like intuitively I'm hearing that it's almost like they tried to present themselves as the Queen of Cups, but really they were at the Knight level, right? We've got Queen of Cups, sincere, open-hearted, aligned energy. And then we've got this Knight of Cups that is showing you that it's radiating, but what it's radiating is pain, deception, lies, trickery, deceit, potentially betrayal. And this is something that has happened in the past that's underlying this need for you to not let your past hold you back, to release from the past, and the need for you to go within, to tune into that intuitive knowing, that higher aspect of self, to not only retreat and heal, but to get clear on how you want to speak your truth, how you're going to take passionate action going forward, and what really you are willing to fight for or not. And I feel like this is what the advice is this week, is for you to get really zen while the world, something in your world might be on fire. Go higher to that space, Aquarius, and you will find that direction forward, but it lies within your open-hearted self. Okay, darling? It lies within your heart energy, and Spirit's saying, don't let any of the past hold you back, or perceived mistakes of the past hold you back. It's time for you to replenish your own energy and tend to yourself, tend to what you know is aligned into the truth, what aligns to your values, and what you hold dear. All right, darlings, I hope that you found this helpful. If you would like a personal read, I will drop that email below in the description box. I do offer 1-question reads right now on sale for $25. I also have 3 questions on sale for $55. And if you would like a live Zoom reading, those 2 are pre-recorded, by the way. But if you would like a live Zoom reading, I do those as well for $85, and I do them on your time. So we will just set that up. You just need to email me. And until next time, if you enjoyed these shorter reads, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Pisces, welcome in, baby. Welcome into your reading. We are going to tune into the energies of the first week of June and see what messages Spirit has for you. I had a request to do smaller, shorter readings and to do kind of like an all signs mini reading or an energy check-in. So we're going to try it out. Let me know below, either liking, commenting. Let me know if you want me to continue, if you like this style of reading. All right, Pisces, we've got adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon. So let's see. We're going to get a card from the Work Your Light deck. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I am an intuitive reader, so I will begin to channel messages as I pull cards, and I will kind of receive them clairaudiently or claircognitantly. How do you say that? Cognizance? It's claircognizance, but I don't know how you say it in the past tense. But I would receive it through claircognizance or clairaudience. And not all messages may apply. So listen in to your sun, moon, and rising sign for sure. If this does not feel like your story, you may find more information there. All right, Pisces, we've got Council of Light. I love this card. This is about things being orchestrated for you in divine timing. You are completely protected at this time. You are surrounded by energetic, not only your spirit guides and teams, but this right here is indicating that you are working with ascended masters. These are very high, potent, energetic beings that are working with you. And it's a card that speaks about you having a team of helpers in the subtle realms, and that they are helping to orchestrate something on your behalf, that something is coming together on your behalf behind the scenes. So let's tune into tarot. Spirit, show us Pisces for the first week of June, please. What is this divine orchestration? What adjustments is Pisces making? So perhaps you'll be getting some messages, Pisces, on action steps, adjustments that you might need to take. This might be a time to listen. Let's just see what we've got here. Hearing 3 more shuffles. 2 and 1 more. All right. Let's see what we've got for our beautiful Pisces. Oh, look at you showing up, manifesting, Pisces. From a place of moving past pain. So let's see what else we have. Oh, this is beautiful. Let's see the rest. All right. So underneath the deck, we've got the 5 of Swords, which does indicate a time of stress, of conflict, something that has been very difficult, that has been hard for you to move through. I want to feel like I need to say something that's required you to make adjustments. But whatever it is you're moving through, you've got more support than you realize, Pisces. You've got helpers in subtle realms that are helping support the situation. And there might be factors unknown to you, but there's divine orchestration at play. We've got, for this week, the Magician, the Six of Cups, Four of Wands, Six of Swords. And what this is about is the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress energy being clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So a tangible new beginning that you would like to birth and grow. And it might pertain to a sense of growing your pentacle energy or your growing independence. There's something here where you are really wanting to manifest, and it looks like you're wanting to manifest from a place of harmony, a place of healing, a place of aligning into who your soul tribe is, who makes your heart sing, who you can celebrate with. So you're looking back potentially at the past. But in this particular Six of Cups, this is with fondness. This isn't really reminiscing and feeling sad. This is you looking back at the past with a beautiful appreciation for what has taken place, for the joy, for the celebration that you've experienced with those in your life. And there's something here this week where you're really looking to move into more peaceful territory, moving into a new space, potentially moving on to, it could be entirely new horizons, or this just could be into calmer waters. So take it how it resonates for you, Pisces. But we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. So something that's wanting to be birthed, an entire new world. Nine of Pentacles, Empress energy is single, abundant, but it's also the nurturer and the empress of her domain. She's ruling her roost. So feel into this, male or female, but the Empress energy is really about you being in this place of nurturing something within you that's growing, that's developing. This could be another relationship, but to me it seems like a tangible offer, a tangible place of growth, a place that you could grow abundance, grow your wealth, grow together potentially with this Empress energy. So you're wanting to come together and have this abundant opportunity, this Page of Pentacles, which feels like you're wanting to build a new chapter after conflict. And there's something here that's being very divinely orchestrated. So you're mastering your ability to manifest this peaceful, balanced resolution. And again, yours is a little more ambiguous than some of the other readings. It has to do with your stability, your abundance, your feeling good about yourself and what you have to offer, and feeling like you've got everything on your own to nurture some aspect of your life that's quite important, that's offering you very much this new opportunity to ease this conflict, this worry, this stress that's been on your mind, Pisces. So this week, I feel like tune in a little bit to that higher aspect of yourself and get clear on what you are wanting to really birth, bring forward, and work on growing. Get really clear on how you are the magic manifester in your own life. Okay, Pisces? That seems to be the energy that you're working with this week the most. So if I can do anything further, help you with a personal read, I will link that email below. I'm happy to tune in and we can look more specifically at what it is you're working through and how your guides might be supporting you or how you can bring balance, whatever it might be. But until then, I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this shorter read, let me know in the comments. Take care. Aries, hey, welcome into your mini reading for the first week of June. We're doing mini energetic check-ins per request. Oh, hey, Aries, you've got a bonus. So as I'm pulling cards for you, think to yourself if you had a question that you were needing guidance on, if you were looking for an answer from Spirit, a yes or no, just think to yourself, I've got an answer here from Spirit for you. So if there's been anything you've been contemplating, let's see what else we've got for you. For our Aries collective, Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, any significant Aries placements, what do they need to know? We've got, ooh, I love it, Aries, luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius energy. And the Work Your Light card that came out is Inner Temple. So this is really about tuning into the portal within your heart. What's calling to you in your heart? Is there something that you are being called to do, to take action on, or to dream big about? We've got the Archer there, which does represent expansive energy, Sagittarian energy, Jupiterian energy. So is there something that you're looking to really grow and manifest for yourself? Spirit saying luck is on your side, but you need to really tune in to what is your true heart's desire. Follow what your heart says is that giant yes, and not maybe what outside voices or influences might be saying. Let's see what else Spirit has for our Aries collective. Let's see here, Aries. Oops. Okay. All right. All right, darlings. So know that these are general collective readings. They may not apply or resonate with everyone or all of your stories. And if you would like a personal reading, I will drop my email below in the description box, and I am happy to do so. Also, don't make any of these energies fit. If that doesn't sound like your story, don't force it, and check your other placements. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Lovers underlying this reading, Aries. And this week we've got for you the energies coming through of Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Hermit. Clarifying that, we have the Hanged Man, the Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. So there's something in a significant relationship, a soul connection, it feels like. This could represent, the Lovers isn't necessarily only love relationships or intimate partners. This can represent close connections with family, friends, business partnerships, other types of soul contracts, right? But typically the Lovers is about a soul contract, about a unity, a fusion, a bringing together for the greater purpose. And there's been something about this that has really had you stuck, that has been stressing you the heck out about. And what Spirit is saying is this week, luck is on your side about the situation. And maybe potentially this is a time marker for you from now, Aries, until that new moon in Sagittarius, which will be towards the beginning of Sagittarius season in the fall. But there's something about you in relationship to the principle of devotion. So, what you're devoted to and the type of devotion you need to receive, um, what feels sacred, like a sacred aspect of this connection. And so, there's something about this connection in connection to your heart of knowing that you're following the guidance that you have in your heart about what is the right thing to do. And it may be to tend to your own energy, because this week we've got energies on deck about some type of something you don't see. Okay, the Seven of Swords is typically deceit, betrayal, illusions, lies surrounding us, something that's not clear. Clearly, she's got a blindfold on, and there's seven swords that are coming at her, which are preparing to injure her. They're all potential injuries to her soul, to her heart. And this Knight of Cups, it's attached to the Knight of Cups. So a love offer. The Knight of Cups can be a new offer, a passionate love offer. It could be about something that was in and out, not consistent. The Knight is an immature energy. It's an energy that comes in hot and heavy and then sometimes dips out, isn't always staying around or staying consistent. The Knight of Cups can also be something that presented itself differently than how it actually showed up in your life. So it could be something that you thought was going to turn out one way and it turned out to be a different way. Or you thought someone, they told you these were their principles in regards to connecting and creating a partnership. And something about that feels like you've been lied to, that you've been betrayed. And it's got you in this place where you're feeling rather disappointment. You're having a difficult time seeing the hope that remains because it's not worked out in your favor and you're feeling disillusioned with the opportunities. You're having a hard time, you're having a hard time finding gratitude in the situation, and it's requiring that you go within and master your energy to get really clear on what is in your own energetic alignment, what's true to your heart, what you're willing to accept from whatever this is. But it feels like it's a very sacred connection. I'm getting that intuitively. But it's putting you in this position where you're not sure the next course of action. We've got the Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups. So you're ready to walk away, to move away. And it almost feels like you are waiting for signs from the universe about which direction to go. Should I stay or should I go? But I know that right now I am stressed the heck out by whatever this challenging energy is. So, Aries, I'm going to ask you this question here to bring towards your mind. If this sounds like you're reading, if you had a question in relationship to this storyline, and it's a yes or no question, I want you to think of that now. And this might help to clarify and give you the sign that you're looking for about should you stay or should you go. So think of the question that you might have and pertaining to the situation, and the universe is saying yes. Yes. Your answer, Aries, is yes. So I hope that that helps you. I hope that gives you some clarity, some guidance. If you'd like to dig any deeper and get a personal reading, please send me an email. We can do 1 question readings for $25 is my special right now. 3 questions for $55. Those are both pre-recorded. And if you'd like a Zoom call with me, those are $85. We'll schedule them on your time. Let me know if you like the mini reads, and I'll keep them around if they're resonating with you. If not, I wish you the very best. Listen to your heart, darling, and don't put up with any BS. Okay, I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, Taurus, welcome into your reading. We're going to doing some mini readings for the first week of June, just kind of a general energy check-in. Had a request to try these out, so I'm going to see if you all like them. So let me know in the comments or likes if you'd like to continue to see these. Okay, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh, I love this for you, Taurus. A win-win outcome is forecast. Jumping right out of the deck. This is full moon in Libra energy. And something about focusing on having faith in your dreams, stepping out of your comfort zone in relationship to this is going to be really important for you, Taurus. So, cards very chatty right off the bat as we are jumping into your reading. Welcome if you're new to me. I'm Lauren the Mystic. I am more of an intuitive reader. I will begin to channel information as I read the cards for you through clairaudience, claircognizance. So we'll just see what comes up. What does our Taurian collective? Oh, look at that protection. Oh my gosh, Taurus. Wow, what strong energy. Protection, baby. Look at that. You are surrounded right now with your spirit guides, and there's something about Libra energy, partnership energy, relationship energy here. There's something here where spirit is guiding you actually to protect your energy. Call your energy back. Cut cords if you need to. Potentially do a cord cutting ceremony if you feel that your energy is still tied into a certain situation. Let's get some more information on this before I say too much more. It's interesting, Taurus, there's something with these readings. I've been intending that I'm just doing general basic kind of energetic check-ins, right? And they're going deep. They're going really deep. I feel like there was a big initiation happening, some kind of spiritual initiation almost, it seems like, within the collective since the Gemini new moon. And there's a lot of soul growth going on. There's a lot of deep stuff that's been illuminated, that's been purging for people. And it seems to relate to old ties, old karmic patterns, things that have shown up in our life that need to clear, that haven't been the healthiest for us, potentially that are holding us back or taking away from our power. Okay, I just heard 2 more shuffles for you, Taurus. Let's tune into Taurian energy here, Spirit. Yeah, this is definitely about you releasing any sense of entrapment that you had. All right, Taurus, let's cut this deck and get down to it, shall we? Oh. Here we go. All right. We have got, interesting, this was what was on the split. 6 of Pentacles. Ooh, Ace of Swords. I love that. The Tower. Temperance. 10 of Pentacles. Eight of Swords again, clarifying, Six of Wands, and, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have pulled that card. That's actually, this is the card we're going. Okay, so something in regards to a relationship from the past wasn't balanced, didn't feel like there was an equal partnership, equal collaboration, equal give and take. We weren't all working together on the same team, or it didn't feel like you were working on the same team. And there's this desire for you to achieve balance and harmony within your life. And that's incredibly important to you. And it 100% relates to you seeking your own 10 of Pentacles and releasing yourself from any type of feeling of stuckness, of stagnation, or entrapment when it comes to the concept of your stability, your foundational energies, what brings you peace, what brings you happiness, and what you need to feel good in this world. And you are going after this energy with gusto. You're going after this desire to break free of any limitations from the past. So I'm really feeling this protection energy and this Eight of Swords energy for you, Taurus, as you are freeing yourself from any ties to the past that have held you trapped or bound. When it's come into questioning your stability in the long run. So this particular week, what you're encountering is, I feel like it's an aha. So you do have a tower moment, but I feel like it's a good tower. I almost feel like this is coming through as a download because we have it with the Temperance card. So I feel like when you are going within and working with your guides, that you are actually doing some deep energy healing work this week is what it feels like. And you're receiving a download or some kind of an awareness or aha or an understanding of the bigger picture at play, right? And what it's doing is helping you to come from some kind of a more balanced place where you trust yourself to have the resources that you need, right, to build this 10 of Pentacles for yourself. And it's passionately driving you forward. This idea of bringing balance to yourself and freeing yourself from the past is something that you are passionately wanting to achieve victory over, right? And it does have to do with, I feel like, relationship energies having not lived up to expectation. We don't really have that on the board here, but what we've got is a lack of cooperation that has led you to feeling trapped and stuck, maybe even in a mental prison about your own stability and growth. And there's a big call here to call your power back from any areas that have felt limiting, anything that's felt stuck or stagnant or like it's trapped you. And if you have felt like that's continued to pull upon your energy, you're being guided to do whatever meaningful type of ceremony you want to call your energy back, to cut those energetic ties. Maybe go see an energy worker, a healer, someone who can assist you in cleansing and clearing your energy. This has been in relationship to your own soul's growth, and it's created the sense of doubt in your own dreams, having faith in your dreams that your 10 of Pentacles are there for you. But Spirit is saying that you've got the resources right here in your hand. You've just got to believe passionately in yourself, clear your energy, work on your energy, and we've got this win-win outcome that is forecast for you. And it's full moon in Libra energy. So this could be a process if we're looking at time, because the full moon in Libra won't happen until next Aries season. Or it could be something that was initiated with that full moon in Libra that happened in Aries season just a few months ago. So again, these are general readings. Feel into what feels right and appropriate for you. And don't forget to tune into your other placements to maybe find a little bit more of the story. But I do hope that this helped you, Taurus. And if you would like to go deeper, please reach out. I will link my email address in the description for you. Let me know if you like these shorter reading styles, if you'd like to continue to see these type of energetic check-ins and guidance. Hopefully they help you and give you something to think about, or to at least affirm into your being. And I realized I took a quick break, and I realized when I came back I forgot to set up my light. So when you look at the other readings, you're going to notice that your lighting is different in your video, but that's all good, right? That is a-okay. Hey, I hope you have a great first week of June, Taurus. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.